Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to KGB Predicts number 2, and today we're gonna predict some weather forecast presented to you by KGB Keyword in association with Ventus Sky, the beautiful company that provided us with this amazing beautiful maps that you're gonna see in our forecast today. And let's get right into it because the time limit hits us. So starting things off, we have Tromsø in the northern Norway. In fact, it's so north, it's actually in the Arctic Circle. What Arctic Circle is basically the area where you sometimes have no night. For Tromsø, it's between the late May and the late June. So currently they are undergoing this something that I wouldn't like, to be honest. You don't have any night whatsoever. So yeah, the temperature however is 15 degrees Celsius. Pretty good for them, I guess. However, the reports say that it feels colder. Well, northern cities, we can see that Sweden is under some serious heat attack, but yeah, again, the Arctic Circle does its job here and prevents Tromsø from having a nice warm day here. So right into the wind map we go. Tromsø has this good location of being hidden around like an island and mountains, and basically it prevents any, well, not any, but it prevents most of the wind from coming through. Only 5 kilometers an hour coming from wind west. And as we can see here, there is a lot more rain going on in Sweden and even in Norway, but again, Tromsø is in this lucky location. And yeah, the wind coming is probably the cold air masses or the warm air mass. Basically, the air mass is coming from the ocean, from the Atlantic Ocean, and yeah, well, that makes sense to me. So precipitation map. Again, since there is no wind, it doesn't bring any cyclones with it. So 0 mm precipitation here. However, you can see some relief rainfall going on in Scandinavia, in the southern part of Norway. What happens there is that an air mass comes from the ocean, meets with the fjords, goes up, and as we know, as it goes up, it causes it to vaporize, which means rain, and that is called the relief rainfall. And yeah, I would just tell you. So here's the air pressure map. 1016 HPA in Tromsø today. The standard is considered to be 1013, so high pressure day in Tromsø today, and that usually leads to an extremely good weather like it is today, for example. So makes sense there. Moving on right onto the wave map. So again, similar to the wind coming from west-southwest, from the Gulf Stream, which is one of the most famous streams which brings the warm water around the Scandinavian coast and warming it up. However, keep in mind that usually streams cool cities down cool the coast down in the winter, in the summer, and actually warm it up in the winter. But yeah, here you can actually see that near the east coast of Canada there is a hurricane forming. Now, did you ever wonder why was it going counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere? I'm gonna tell you why quickly. It's called the coriolis effect. If you make a pole between going through both poles, and you make the world spin around it from west to east, you will see that the points on the equator take a longer distance to travel, and the points on the poles take a less distance to travel, which therefore creates this thing that the equator travels faster. Therefore the earth latitude it's always different speed for the wind, which curves it around. Even if it goes one direction, it still curves it around due to the speed difference. And in the northern hemisphere, it causes it to like curve to counterclockwise, and then it's the opposite in the southern hemisphere, so it is clockwise there. Hopefully that explains to you what happens there. So enough of Tromsø and their boring weather. Going on to Manaus, Amazonian Bay of Amazon River, I guess. So in Brazil the city is, and 29 degrees here today. Good weather for them. The average is 27 in May. So yeah, real good for them. As we can see, some colder areas surrounding them in the north and in the west. Perhaps there is some precipitation going on, but we'll check out on that later. So here's the wind map. Of course, the high trees of the Amazon kind of block any high-speed wind coming through, but we can still see some wind coming from the northeast, 7 kilometers an hour. But if we look at this scale, we can see that there is some stronger rain going on in the east, again because there is no forests, so that makes sense. So going on to the precipitation, like I said before, north and west, boom, you have some rain going on there. However, Manaus is lucky today, and by saying lucky, I mean actually lucky. On average, they have 16 rainy days in May, so that's more than half. So they had a less than 50% chance of actually having good day today, but of course thanks to us for us putting them in, they have a good day today, so congrats and shout out to you if you're from Manaus. Air pressure is currently 1013 HPA, so the standard level. Yeah, doesn't really affect anything, nothing to talk about here. So here's the sky map. Clear skies today here, 0 octas. So yeah, nothing else to talk about. As you can see in the rain areas in the north and in the west, it's cloudy, of course, maybe 7-8 octas, which makes sense because you know they have rain there. So now enough of that. We are going to the southern hemisphere and Australia. So here we have Perth, and Perth today is 16 degrees Celsius, which is a bit surprising to say the least. So yeah, let's find out why. So our next slide, the wind map and meme of the day. The map of Australia should be upside down. Thanks. So yeah, as we can see here, the wind comes from southwest, perhaps bringing some cool air masses from the, from the South Pole. And what I think caused only 16 degrees in Perth today is that a warm air mass collided with a cold air mass around here, which caused them to do an effect called the frontal rainfall. As we know, the warm air rises faster, so it goes on top, and then the cold air mass slips under, and that causes them to start vaporizing, which causes rain. And let's look at the precipitation map, and there it is. We can see a rain cloud kind of above Perth. It didn't reach the Perth yet, but I think with the wind coming from the southwest, it will soon hit Perth very hard, and they'll have around 15 millimeters of precipitation, if not more. But for now it's just 4.4. Yeah, frontal rainfall, as I said. Yeah, nothing else to talk about here. So let's have a look at the air pressure map. It says 1013 HP here. I have information it's 1012, so it's somewhere between there. So we have a low pressure day, well, more towards low pressure day, and low pressure causes bad weather, rain, clouds, and all that stuff, and we've just seen that it actually is like that in Perth today. And finally, the sky map and our special segment, your forecast in one GIF. And yeah, well, today Perth is doing pretty bad, to be honest. The clouds covered up the whole southwest coast of Australia. Almost 100 cloud cover, which is equal to 8 octas, which is the measurement system for that. So yeah, I wouldn't go to Perth today because they are doing pretty bad today. And yeah, that's actually it for our weather forecast for today. We hope you enjoyed, and remember to subscribe
to KGB Cuber for more KGB videos as well as some cubing videos. And remember to like, comment and subscribe. Follow him on VK, yes, follow on VK. Also remember to hit that bell button and join the notification squad. You can enter my free V-Bucks giveaway.